Good, how are you?
I'm Chris.
Chris, Chuck Swords.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Are you announcing in-house and online? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know the expedited communication stuff when there's a challenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's...
Yeah, they did one last night where the challenge, and they went over and looked. And so I just filled with my normal blarney.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah, and their PA guy will be right here in case you have to tell him anything to announce to the crowd. Bill, he's one of the faculty here, and he does all the PA work. So.
Perfect. Okay.
Good to meet you, Chris.
Yeah, you too. Let us know if you have any questions.
Okay. Thank you.
If I make it to men's soccer today, it could be
I understand. Believe me, I do.
Nothing's changed except trying to mistake the other one. I just changed the picture.
Yep.
I just changed the picture on the front.
Yeah, and I was just checking to make sure I had the same roster here for them.
I just copied from their website.
Speaking of, I go to Otero and I can't find a roster. So I go to njcaa.org. They have a roster with the name and the number. Nothing else. No heights, no year.
No,
God.
But the Lamar stats, because I was going to try to put some in. What's on the NJCA for their stat things? The names were not the same.
Well, I know. I went over the roster. So, yeah, the names that came on the stats last night weren't the same. So I just converted the number to the name I had.
Yeah.
So.
They'll have to put the stats in because I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
I have no idea. Believe me, I don't.
I have no idea.
Already came over and talked about green cards and everything, and I said, well, I'm doing the video for the audio and I'm doing the radio with the PA guy. I'll be here in a bit in case you need to tell him to explain to the crowd. He said, okay, seems like a really nice guy. Chris is his name, the one on the left. His name's Chris, the one on the left. The dark. One last night where we just caught the ball. Well, they didn't blow the whistle until the ball was over the net. So that's why she didn't play it, you know, and why they didn't redo it.
Worldwide to infinity, you know the roof on fire. We gon' boogie, 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 just wiggle and dance like the roof on fire. We gon' drink drinks and take shots until we fall out like the roof on fire. Now baby, give up with your nigga, take off all your clothes and like the roof on fire. Tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire.
Okay, check 1, 2, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, and good afternoon. The Lady Cougars volleyball team is finally on a streak of home matches. After 19 straight matches on the road to open the season, it's time for Lady Cougar volleyball at Cougar Palace for the second straight day and the third time this week. Western Nebraska lost in 4 sets to fifth-rated NJC on Tuesday night, then defeated Lamar Community College last night in a sweep to improve to 5-16 on the season. But more importantly, now 3-1 in the conference, or the South Sub-region. 9 of those losses are to teams nationally ranked this week, plus a loss to Iowa Western, who was 18th in the poll at that time and playing like it. 5 of the 16 losses are true road games, the rest on neutral sites. Former Cougar All-American Fatima Balza is in her second season as coach. She was 28-10 in her debut. Halfway through this year, Coach Balza is still getting the 9'2" freshman she brought in to be comfortable with the college game. The losses have been to number 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 16, 18, and 19th ranked teams in the nation. Western Nebraska, as I said, 5-16 on the year, 1-1 at home, and 3-1 in the conference. McCook Community College, coached by Haley Kobza, also comes in with a record of 3-1 in the conference. They're 7-11 overall after having their 4-match winning streak snapped Thursday night in Sterling, Colorado against Northeastern Junior College. That was a 3-set loss. I'll look at the sub-region standings and the national rankings a little later in the broadcast. McCook's 0-2 in true road matches this season. Individually, Alex Gonzalez Orozco of Western Nebraska is 13th nationally in digs. McCook has Leia Young 13th in blocks. The teams as a whole, McCook is 8th in blocks, 40th in assists, 42nd in kills. Western Nebraska is 25th in digs and 50th in assists. Chuck Swartz with you on the Voice of the Cougars, KOLT 690 AM and 101.7 FM. Also streamed on KOLT690.com. Our next Cougar broadcast will be Tuesday evening when Casper's here at 6 p.m. Next, I'll visit with the coach. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show. For hot spring spas and Green Mountain Grills, as well as RV and boat service, along with accessories, it's High Plains Spas and Recreation. They sell fun. the Javiska. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom built at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gering. Starting lineups are brought to you by UNMC College of Nursing in Scotts Bluff. Learn to manage the complexities of acute and critically ill patients, family, and community dynamics, and primary care at a premier academic health center. Begin your future at UNMC College of Nursing in Scotts Bluff. For more information, contact Megan Graham at 632-2024. For McCook, again, coached by Haley Kobsa, they're 7-11 on the year, but 3-1 in the sub-region, the same as Western Nebraska. They'll go this way. Bobby Starkybaum, a 6-foot freshman out of Haxton, Colorado, averaging 1.2 kills and a block. Landry McNair, 5'8 freshman, out of Chase County High School, averaging 0.6 of a kill, 0.8 of a block, 1.4 digs, and 4.7 assists. Paulina Pfister, a 5'8 freshman, averaging 2.8 kills, 2.1 digs, 0.6 of a block, and 0.3 of an assist. Leah Young, the 5'10 freshman out of Amarillo, Texas, 1.4 blocks, 1.5 dig, and 1.3 blocks on the year. Shannon Muller, a 5'6 freshman, averaging 2 kills, 1.5 digs, and half a block. Peyton Swanson, a 5'9 freshman from Severance, Colorado, 2.1 kills, 1.7 digs, 0.3 of a block. And the libero will be Brooke Nelson, a 5'4 freshman from Berthoud, Colorado, 0.7 of an assist, 3.4 digs, and 0.3 of a block. 5 are from Colorado, 4 from Nebraska, 2 from Wyoming, 1 from Turkey, 1 from South Africa, and 1 from Texas. For Western Nebraska, coached by Fatima Balza, 5-16 on the year, but as we said, 3-1 in the conference. Danny Cruz, the 5'9 sophomore out of Mexico, 2.5 kills, 1.9 digs, and 0.1 of a block. Allie Braithwaite, 6'4 freshman from Lima, Peru, 0.7 of a kill, 1 block, and half a dig. Kearda Loida, a 6'2 freshman from Lima, Peru, 0.8 of a dig, 1.4 blocks, and 0.3 of a dig. Natalia Novak, 5'9 freshman out of Warsaw, 5.6 assists, 2 digs. Nadia Northern, the 5'11 sophomore from Arizona, 1.2 kills, 0.4 of a block. Kiana Gabriel, 5'8 sophomore from Hilo, Hawaii, 2.7 kills, 1.7 digs, and 0.2 of a block. And the libero will be Alex Gonzalez Orozco, the 5'5 sophomore from Gering. She averages 4.9 digs, 0.7 of an assist. 3 freshmen, 4 sophomores for Western Nebraska, all freshmen for McCook. We'll have the opening serve coming up.
Volleyball fans, welcome this afternoon to the Cougar Palace for Lady Cougar volleyball action. This afternoon, your Lady Cougars host the Lady Indians of McCook Community College. Before we announce the lineups for both teams, we ask that you please rise and remove any covering for the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem before we get things underway here at Cougar Palace. Might mention again the official lineups will be introduced right now. I've already gone through those with you, so we'll take a moment to look at the national rankings this week according to the NJCAA. Florida Southwestern State, they're 13-1 on the year. They're the three-time defending champs. They picked up all 9 first-place votes again. Miami-Dade is second, Weatherford College third. Odessa College is fourth, Northeastern Junior College fifth, Salt Lake Community College sixth, Utah State Eastern in the number 7 slot, followed by Barton Community College out of Kansas, Trinity Valley Community College. Glenn College moves up 1. The first 9 all stayed the same from last week. New Mexico Military Institute traded places. They fall from 10th to 11th. Colby is 12th, College of Southern Idaho 13th. Frank Phillips 14th, Mineral Area out of Missouri is 15th. Eastern Florida moves up 1 to 16th. Eastern Arizona moves up 1 spot to 17th. Daytona State College falls 3 spots. They're now 18th. Casper College enters. They're out of Region 9. They're in 19th. And Arizona Western is in 20th place. Again, teams Western has lost to this year. Florida Southwestern, Odessa College, Salt Lake Community College, New Mexico Military Institute, Colby Community College, Eastern Florida State, Daytona State, and Casper College. That one in 5 sets on the 2nd of September. Casper will be in town Tuesday night. We'll have that one for you here on KOLT. And in the Region 9, right now the standings in the South are this way. Northeastern 3-0. Then Western Nebraska and McCook both 3-1, tied for 2nd and 3rd. Trinidad State is 2-2. Then North Platte and Southeast each picked up wins last night. They are 1-2. Lamar, with the loss to Western Nebraska last night, is 1-3, and Otero is 0-4. In the North region, they just got underway this week. In fact, there was a match on Tuesday night when Laramie County beat Eastern Wyoming. Right now, Laramie County is the only team unbeaten at 1-0, if you're ready for that. Well, Casper last night in Central Wyoming also. Then Eastern Wyoming 1-1 as they won last night at Western Wyoming. 0-1, Western Wyoming, Northwest, and Gillette College. So that's how we stand in the sub-region. Rather than calling it South sub-region all the time, we'll just say the conference because it is the same thing, and it will determine post seeds for the tournament, which will be here at Cougar Palace in Scotts Bluff in early November. 2 teams will qualify for the national tournament. if a third, which right now the only record that would show that would be if NJC would happen to get upset and not qualify otherwise, would probably draw one of the wild card berths. But I wouldn't hold your breath on that. NJC, a fine team this year. Opening serves brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza, 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Change the way you pizza. Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth. Next Tuesday again, Casper will come to town. On the weekend, the 3rd and 4th of October, Western Nebraska will be in southern Colorado. We will not have those broadcasts for you. Trinidad on Friday and Otero on Saturday. Floor official going through the starting lineups. He's in agreement with what we have, and we're just about ready to get things underway, and it'll be McCook who will serve first, and it'll be Shayna Muller. 5'6" freshman, stands over on the extreme left side, and she'll open play here in the first set. The lefty jumps, puts it across. A little bit of a run for Nowak, but she'll set up Cruz, and she'll put it to the floor. 1-0 Western Nebraska. So a nice side out yesterday. First set against Lamar, they had an 88% side out ratio. Your goal is 65% or above. Novak will serve first for Western Nebraska here in set one. Play to 25, must win by 2. Puts it deep, Nelson under it. Set goes right side, and a pounding of the ball by Swanson got it through the block, and we're tied at 1. McCook has 3 different players who have over 2 kills per set on average, so they can spread things around, plus a couple others in the mid-1s. Swanson lofts it across. Set goes far side. Cruz again. Handling it was Nelson. Saved back in. Free ball across. That'll be Mulholland getting it across. And now Ceylada. She's blocked back, but it's out. Western Nebraska has the point and leads 2-1. 3 serves so far. We've had 3 side outs. Cruz will be serving Western Nebraska, leading at 2-1 right now in the first set. Cruz has a dozen aces on the year. Not a lot last night by the team, but boy, they had some effective ones. Pfister handles. They'll give it back to Pfister left side off hands, and she's tied things up at 2. Pfister averaging nearly 3 kills per set shows why right there. Now Leah Young back to serve for the McCook Indians out of Amarillo, Texas. Right near the net, saved back by Novak, but Gonzalez Orozco has to free ball up. McCook on the attack, near side Pfister again, and she'll again pound it down the line. Novak got a hand on it, but that was all. And McCook takes the lead at 3-2, our first lead change that we've had here in the first set of play. Again, standing over on the far left side, Young tosses it up, puts it across to Gonzalez Orozco. Short set in the middle. Braithwaite terminates. We're tied at 3. Now it'll be Allie Braithwaite who will be serving. Braithwaite, the freshman out of Lima, Peru. Back set. Pfister on the other side, partially blocked. Saved in, and Gabriel can't get it through. Yeah, she did get it through the hill. Got it through a double block there. For a minute, I didn't think it was going to cross, but it did. Western Nebraska takes the 4-3 lead. She'll toss it deep. Pfister under it. Short set in the middle and placed perfectly by Starkeybaum. Bobby Starkeybaum out of Haxton, Colorado ties things up again. We've been tied at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's McNair. Goes deep with that one, and it's too deep. Our first error we've had by either squad. Western Nebraska takes the lead back at 5-4. And here comes the Scottsbluff grad, Emma Hergenreuter. Hergenreuter from the far right side, jumps it across. Nelson with it. Saved back in. It'll be a free ball by Nelson across. Hergenreuter gives to Novak, far side. Gabriel tips, but covered by McNair. From the back row, Swanson attacks, Cruz under it. Back set, slide, and the kill by Northern. 6-4, Western Nebraska with the 2-point lead. First time they've had that kind of a margin, as neither team is separated here in the early going of set one. Hergenreuter sails it long, and the error will make it 6-5. Now Pfister back to serve for McCook. Paulina Pfister, 5'8" freshman. No hometown was listed in the roster for her. Puts it across. It's a good one. Nice save by Western Nebraska. Northern terminates. 7-5 Western Nebraska. So far we have had 1 point in serving by Braithwaite and Hergenreuter for Western Nebraska. 1 for Young on the McCook side. Here's Gabriel. Medium depth. Pfister goes to her knees to save it. Ball hit deep. That would have been out. Western hit it. Now they'll have to free ball it. Cruz across with it. On the left side, through the block, and the McCook point by Shanna Moeller. 7-6. Western Nebraska with the lead. We'll see Nelson, the libero, to serve. Nelson out of Berthoud, Colorado, has 25 aces on the year. Northern under this one, or Gabriel it would have been. Now Cruz offhand. Swanson deflects it. Backside, it'll be tipped across, but saved off of the swing by Moeller. Now the ball set again to Moeller left side. Blocked back. Overpass by McCook. Saved in the back row by Pfister somehow. Now Swanson back at the 10-foot line. Hergenreuter under it for Western. Here is Gabriel, and she's into the net with it as she tried a back row attack. We're tied at 7. Second service point McCook has, and we're tied at 7. Both teams have 2 service points. Everything else has been side out. Nelson, her second serve, across to Hergenreuter. Novak sets it in the middle, and putting it down is Danny Cruz. And Western Nebraska has the lead back at 8-7. Now the libero, Gonzalez Orozco, to serve for Western Nebraska from the far left side. Puts it into the middle. Diving save by Pfister. Short set in the middle. Tipped into the donut. That'll be Leah Young getting the kill and tying things up at 8. Quickly back over to Moeller. She's already served once here in this first set. Had a side out the first time. The lefty launches it deep. Hergenreuter under it. Far side. Cruz gets it through the block, and it fell on the back of the McCook player trying to block up front, Leah Young, and then trickled harmlessly to the floor. So 9-8 Western Nebraska. Novak, who had side out for Western Nebraska for first time back there, puts it across. Pfister under it. Not a good one. It'll be an ace. Chasing it down was Mulholland, but she was behind the score table trying to get to that one, couldn't. So it's 10-8. Western Nebraska again tying their biggest lead of 2. Deep, Pfister under it again. Set will come from Mulholland. It's a cross by Swanson, partially blocked. Here's Celada. She'll roll it into the middle for the kill. 11-8 Western Nebraska here in the set. Undisputed second place early in the conference race. On tap after this one today. This is long by Novak, so an error. And Western Nebraska leads by a pair at 11-9. So now Swanson for her second try out of Severance, Colorado. Gonzalez Orozco under it. Far side Cruz. It is dug deep by Swanson right at the net. It was an overpass, and Braithwaite puts it down. 12-9 as Western Nebraska gets the point.
Side out, back to serve, number 2.
Now Cruz, she also had side out that first time. Out of the first 4 servers, nobody had a point to start this set out. They're all side outs. Cruz tosses it high, puts it down the line. Pfister underneath. Comes back to Pfister. She's blocked back. Braithwaite and Celada on the double block make it 13-9. Western Nebraska's biggest lead. We've got timeout by McCook. First set, Western Nebraska leads McCook 13-9 on the Wesco scoreboard.
They'll be open until the end of the 4th set or the end of the match, whichever comes first. Make sure to visit Buddy's Books and Bistro for all the latest Cougar gifts and apparel. We'd also like to give a shout out to our corporate sponsors for this afternoon's game. They include Baccarat's, Kendall Henderson Agency, Roosevelt Public Power District, and Web Eye Care. We thank them all for their continued support of Cougar Athletics.
Herstead Monument Company, serving the Valley for over 100 years, helping to bring you the broadcast today. As is Intralinks, supporting computer systems in the Panhandle for over 20 years. With the team at Intralinks, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity. And Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Viera Wireless has hometown roots, global reach. Viera Wireless in Scotts Bluff. And Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs. Timeout over. Again, we'll see if the timeout jinx works here against the serving from Danny Cruz of Western Nebraska. 13-9, Western Nebraska leading first set. Cruz launches it deep. Swanson kind of shanked, so it'll be taken by Nelson. Now Pfister, and she'll get it off hands for the kill. Pfister can elevate. Nice swing by the McCook freshman, and it's 13-10. Here's Leah Young. She did have a service point that first time. Stands on the left side. The righty puts it across. Cruz under it. Short set in the middle. Braithwaite blocked back by Bobby Starkboom. McCook pulls to within 2 at 13-11. Western Nebraska leading by 2 here in the first set. McCook serving. Leah Young out of Amarillo. Short one. Gonzalez Orozco there. And it was going to be an overpass. Novak tried to pull it back, but when she did, nobody could get to it for Western Nebraska. And all of a sudden, it's down to a 1-point lead by Western Nebraska with Young serving for what would be the 7th time. Young down the line with it. Cruz. Novak left side. Gabriel blocked back. Covered but not well by Western. Free ball by Gonzalez Orozco. Here's the set coming to Pfister near side. Covered nicely by Gonzalez Orozco, and now off hands kill to Kayana Gabriel. 14-12 on a nice long rally by both squads that time. Braithwaite with a point earlier, back to serve for Western Nebraska. Braithwaite stands over on the far left side, flat-footed serve across. It's an ace, not handled well by Swanson as it was not deflected toward a teammate anywhere close. And it's 15-12, Western Nebraska now with the lead. Couple of aces by Western Nebraska now in this first set. Braithwaite deep with this one. Nelson under it. Mulholland on the set. Across, but dug by Western Nebraska somehow, but missing. No, it's off hands. Western Nebraska will get the point. It's 16-12. Looked like it was long by Gabriel, but it was touched. So 16-12 Western Nebraska here in the first set. McCook leads in most of the team statistical categories. Deep. Underneath this one was Pfister. Back to Pfister. And she'll go cross court and brings the heat for that one. 16-13.
Serving for McCook, number 5, Landry McNair.
Western Nebraska with the lead. Here's Landry McNair to serve. Had an error last time, and again, as this one goes outside the sideline to make it 17-13. Western Nebraska still clinging to a lead here. Hergenrader in. Had a point and then an error her first time. Nice one across. Nelson under it. Back set. Pfister. Dug by Hergenrader. Back to Hergenrader, but she'll just have to float it across. Pfister. They'll come near side with it. Leah Young. Hergenrader under it again. Sets Gabriel. Rolls it in the middle, and we're going to have a net violation against McCook. All of a sudden, a 5-point lead for Western Nebraska now at 18-13. McCook covered a couple of dinks there quite nicely as they anticipated well, but ultimately a net violation. Hergenrader zips it to Nelson. It's shanked. It's an ace. 19-13 Western Nebraska. And we're going to have the second timeout for McCook. Their second and final timeout comes here in the first set, with Western Nebraska leading 19-13 on the Wesco scoreboard. Wesco, service, solutions, success. Independent Plumbing and Heating has been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. The Dugout invites you to check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff. You can register online at info@thedugoutsb.com. And Ryan's Welding sells PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Timeout taken, with Western Nebraska now leading by 6, 19-13 over McCook. McCook's out of timeouts here in the first set. Hergenrader ready to serve again. It's going to float long, so the timeout bugaboo works again. Makes it 19-14. Western Nebraska leading, but we're going to see Pfister to serve. Pfister a side out the first time. Jumps, launches it deep, Cruz under it. Novak short set in the middle, and it'll be put down by Nadia Northern. 20-14 on the short set. Western Nebraska by half a dozen. Gabriel trots back. Hits the ball. Swanson comes out. We're going to see Charlie Russick, a 5'8" sophomore out of Berthoud. And watching her in the warm-ups, this gal can elevate. She gets off the floor. Barely clears. It'll be an ace. Pfister dove, got a hand on it, but it did not go toward a teammate. And Western Nebraska leading it 21-14. That'll be 3 different aces for Western Nebraska. 3 different players. Gabriel into the net on this one. It hit the tape and fell back. And it's 21-15, and Western Nebraska leading. Nelson to serve. Brooke Nelson out of Berthoud, Colorado, a freshman. One of many on this team. In fact, McCook started 7 freshmen today, including the libero. Deep with it to Hergenrader. Novak sets it on the left side. Cruz misses long, trying to get hands, but missed. And it's 21-16. That'll be the second point for Nelson here in the first set. Nelson favoring the right side as she serves it. Comes to Gabriel. Back to Cruz, blocked back. Gonzalez Orozco with it. Dump doesn't work. Gabriel under it for Western. Backside, Hergenrader blocked but covered. Here's the free ball across by Cruz. McCook on the attack into the middle, and it will be put down by Leah Young for McCook. Nice rally for McCook there. And that makes it 21-17. And Western Nebraska decides they're going to try and halt the bleeding and will take a timeout. Western Nebraska losing on Tuesday to NJC, or Northeastern Junior College here. Then NJC on Thursday night swept McCook in Sterling, Colorado. And now coming on, McCook and Western both at 3-1 records, tied for second behind NJC at 3-0 right now in the South Division. And of course, postseason seedings depend on how you finish in the regular season. So, very important match here today, and Western Nebraska will be going down to McCook later on in the year. And the Hall Gymnasium down there, True Hall, can be a tough place to win. Haley Cruz's team 7-11 right now on the year. For the past 28 years, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to the Panhandle. They're the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. Nelson back to serve again for McCook here, trying to draw her team within 3. Puts it deep, Gabriel under it. Novak into the middle. Cruz will find the floor on this one. It was touched momentarily in the back court, but then just a flurry of McCook players trying to get it back by the second row of the bleachers. Could not. And it's 22-18. Western Nebraska leading, but into the net will be the serve, and it's 22-19 as Gonzalez Orozco with the error. Now Moeller to serve. Moeller, a great one. Diving for it was Hergenrader, barely got a hand on it, and the ace for McCook makes it 22-20. That'll be the first point for Moeller, but that was a big one, or 22-19, excuse me. Cruz under this one. Back to Cruz. It'll be dug by Nelson deep. It'll be off to the new player in, Charlie Russick. It's handled momentarily. Rugby scrum finally won by McCook. Western saves it across. Tipped into the middle. And the kill by Young, who did it twice. The first time it nearly worked, but not that time. It's now 22-20, and we've got another timeout here taken by Western Nebraska. Western Nebraska leading by 2 in the first set. You play to 25, but must win by 2. Monument Physical Therapy understands one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage. For a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance, contact Castle & Cook Mortgage. They're the key to your castle. Back to serve following the timeout, Shayna Moeller. McCook within 2 at 22-20. Serve, a net serve across, tumbling save. Gonzalez Orozco. Cruz! Boy, does she finish that one off as she hammered it down. Western Nebraska 23-20 as that side out comes after the timeout. Here's Novak. Nelson underneath it. Pfister will set it off, and it'll be McNair across. Here's Cruz down the line, dug by Pfister somehow. Give it to Russick through the block. McCook has the point. It's 23-21. So Novak, couple of points, an ace and an error, but nothing that time. And now it's McCook, but it's into the net. Anna Richardson comes in for the first time to serve and puts it in the bottom of the net. The error makes it set point, Western Nebraska. 24-21, Western Nebraska, and Cruz to serve. Cruz jumps, puts it across. Long run, Mulholland will set, and Pfister is stuffed back. Western Nebraska wins the set by a 25-21 score. We had 6 ties and 2 lead changes in that first set. Western Nebraska's up 1-0 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Another shout out to our corporate sponsors for this afternoon's game. They include Macarox, Kendall Henderson Agency, Roosevelt Public Power District, and Rema Eye Care. We thank them all for their continued support of Cougar Athletics.
All right. Long road, baby. You know what time it is.
Western Nebraska with 11 service points. McCook with 8 in that first set. Western Nebraska had 3 aces compared to 1 for McCook. And in errors, Western Nebraska had a handful. 5 of them compared to 3 for McCook. Kills, Pfister had 4, Young had 3 to lead McCook. Cruz had 6, Gabriel 4. And Northern 3 for Western Nebraska. Might mention last night, Annika Davison, the freshman out of Aurora, Colorado, didn't come in until the third set for Western Nebraska and pounded out 6 kills in that third set alone. That gets her average up to almost 1 kill a set after it had been hovering around the 5.5, 0.6 most of the season. So we're ready for set 2. Western Nebraska takes the first, 25-21. McCook put a late rally together, but couldn't quite get over the hump. Again, we had 6 ties. The last one, though, was at 8. 2 lead changes, and they were both before that. Western Nebraska will be in the right-hand court as we view action here in the second set. McCook didn't mention uniforms. They wear white tops, blue trunks, blue numerals, and blue lettering outlined in black. Western Nebraska wearing their more traditional today. They had a new one last night, but the dark blue tops and bottoms outlined with kind of a bright yellow. Same yellow for numerals, but outlined in white. The WNCC on the back, just the number on the front. Novak will be serving for Western Nebraska to open set 2. Into the middle with it. Pfister right at the net. That went across. McNair was trying to get to it, and Braithwaite stuffed it down for the point. So 1-0 Western Nebraska here in the second set. Novak, freshman out of Warsaw, Poland, across deep to Pfister. Left side, that'll be Rusick, and she'll finish things off and tie things at 1 apiece. I mentioned in the pregame, Rusick really showed some explosive ups and showed it right there. Here's Shayna Moeller. Moeller, the lefty, puts it across. Gabriel under it. Novak near side Cruz, partially blocked, so it'll be McCook to play it on a back set. Pfister. Gonzalez under it. Here is Celada, tipped, kept alive by Nelson and McCook. Give it to Pfister, and she'll miss long, but it was tipped by Western Nebraska. So McCook takes the lead at 2-1. Moeller with the point, her third of the match already. Official didn't clearly indicate, I don't think, there, and we're going to see a challenge by Western Nebraska on whether there was a touch or not, because Cruz was back to serve, but McCook also was back to serve, so something had to give. Last night, Coach Fatima Balza won her only challenge. We'll see what happens today. Quick Care Medical Services in Scotts Bluff is there for all of life's little emergencies. You have a choice when it comes to your health care. And at Quick Care Walk-In Clinic, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scotts Bluff. Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial, farm, and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh, is at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Well, in local high school football action last night, Scotts Bluff won at home against Lexington, and it was McCook winning at McCook against Gering. Western Nebraska beat Lamar in volleyball last night. Now set up against McCook today, and we're in the midst of a replay review, a challenge by Western Nebraska on whether the ball was touched or not. So we'll have to wait and see if the score stays McCook 2-1, McCook serving, or if it'll be 2-1 Western Nebraska with Western Nebraska serving. As I said last night, one challenge by Fatima Balza, and she was successful on that one. Still a long look at the video across the way. It's not exactly on a big screen TV. It's on an iPad screen, so maybe not quite as good a look as the Division I officials get a chance to look at. We'll be back here Tuesday night. Casper comes in. They own a 5-set win over Western Nebraska. Back when Western Nebraska was still trying to put together some wins. At that time they were 0-8, lost 15-10 in the fifth, fell to 0-9. It was ultimately 0-10 before a pair of wins at the LCCC tournament against Western Wyoming and Northwest Wyoming. They then ended up losing to LCCC in rather emphatic fashion, which was a little disappointing since they are a North sub-region opponent. They'll be here for the tournament, of course, and between them, probably Casper, I'd say, would be the ones that probably have the big opportunity to be the number 1 seed out of the North, but we'll see. Again, the long look going as it doesn't seem to be very conclusive, and if that's the case, the call on the floor would stand. We'll see. Mentioned earlier, 5 Coloradoans, 4 Nebraskans, 2 from Wyoming for McCook on the team, 1 from Texas. Floor official turned. He's on the headset microphone talking to the up official, but has not yet indicated what the call is, and I'm screened off by the flag official who's come up to stand by the net, so not for sure what the call has been right now. So we're still waiting, I guess you could say, with bated breath. Still the headset conversation going on. And they will say McCook gets it, so a loss of the challenge for Western Nebraska. So it will be 2-1 McCook on top, and Moeller will be serving again. Moeller, after a long break there, bounces it emphatically a few times. Now more leisurely with the dribble while she gets ready to go. Waiting for the officials' go ahead here. And she has it. So 2-1, McCook leading second set. Lefty jumps it across. Gabriel under it. Set comes right near the net, and Cruz finishes that one off. Got it through a double block and right down the line. So now Cruz back to serve for Western Nebraska. Western Nebraska has tied it up for the second time early in this set at 2 apiece. We had 6 ties in the first set. Nelson under a tough serve. Back set, and it was set too close to the net. And Young running into the net as the ball fell harmlessly. So 3-2. Western Nebraska gets the point. Cruz holds it high overhead, now tosses it high overhead and catches the top of the tape, and it falls back. So the error ties it up at 3. Here's Peyton Swanson back in. Started, was in early, didn't play a lot of the latter portion of that first set, but back in to serve now. Has 9 aces on the year, puts it to Gabriel. Here's Novak, back set. Celotta blocked back, covered by Braithwaite. Give it off to Gabriel. She'll float it to the far side. McCook, a back set across by McNair, but it's covered. Here's Gabriel again, and she'll get it off hands. The double block there by McNair and Young doesn't work, and Western Nebraska takes the lead back at 4-3. Western Nebraska will have Braithwaite to serve. Leading at 4-3. Seesaw affair early, just like the first set was. Deep to Nelson. Set comes in the middle. It'll be a short set and put down by Leah Young, and we're tied at 4. So side out will put Young, who just had that kill from the middle, back to serve. Young had 3 points in that first set. Deep with this one. Cruz under it. Not a set near the net, but Gabriel gets a lot on it. It'll be covered now way deep. The ball comes across by Russick. It hits the top of the tape and falls. And McCook will take the lead back at 5-4 because of that fortuitous hop. Young, the player out of Texas on this McCook team. Deep to Gabriel again. Short set in the middle. Saved somehow by Young, but now missing long will be Pfister, and we're tied at 5. Had some big swings by both teams there, and a couple of great digs by McCook in particular to keep balls alive. Here's Emma Hergenrader in. Back to Nelson. Long run for Mulholland. She'll get there, and it'll be put down by Landry McNair, and McCook seesaws back on top, 6-5.
Number 5, Landry McNair. Correction, we'll have a substitution. Checking in to serve number 1, Libby Cole.
Looks like Libby Cole will come in to serve here. I had to wait a minute to see who it would be, but Cole out of Grant, Nebraska, Perkins County High School to serve. Open hand slap deep to Gabriel. Back to Gabriel, and she'll terminate that one just like that. Sixth tie. 1 through 6 have all ended up ties. Here's Gabriel. We've had one lead change as McCook took the lead at 5-4 after early leads by Western Nebraska. Nice one. Good save, however, by Pfister. Blocked back. It's in. Wow. Hergenrader along with Novak over on the right side, and they stuff the attempt by McCook, and Western takes the lead 7-6. Western Nebraska took the first hard fought 25-21. Nelson under it again. Cole will set, not close to the net, so nothing on it for Moeller. Here's Novak, and a terrible set by Novak that time as it went way over the head of the middle, Northern, and Cruz couldn't get to it coming up on the left side. So 7-all. And Pfister, starter for McCook, back to serve. She'll jump, barely clears. Diving save by Gabriel. Cruz down the line. It'll ricochet off the roof. Helped back by Nelson. Free ball across by Starkey Bomb of McCook. Put it into the middle. Cruz blocked back, and it's out. Emma Hergenrader alertly saw that ball was going to drift out and got away from it. And Western Nebraska takes the lead back 8-7. Here's Gonzalez Orozco, looking for her first service point. Nelson shanks it, it's saved back in. Nelson across with it. Hergenrader, Novak, short set Braithwaite, but it's covered by Cole of McCook. Get it off on the side to Moeller, and she'll miss long. 2-point lead for the first time for Western Nebraska here in the second set. This was one that kind of broke open after the 8-all tie in the first set. Russick under it. They'll go backside. Young. Oh, Hergenrader got a hand on it but could not direct it to a teammate. The kill by Young makes it 9-8 Western Nebraska. Nelson, the libero, back to serve. 9-8. We've been tied 7 times. Hergenrader under it. It wasn't a good one. Somehow gotten over by Novak. Set it up through the block. Western Nebraska can't keep it alive as Russick will get the kill. And we are tied at 9. 9-9. McCook trying to regain the lead that they last had at 6-5. Deep to Hergenrader. Novak into the middle. Tip by Northern, goes into the donut hole for the kill. Or excuse me, that would have been Gabriel. And she'll get the kill. 10-9, Western Nebraska again. Here's Novak to serve. Puts it deep, not a good one. It'll be rescued back in, and a free ball across by McCook. Novak sets right side. Celada off hands for the kill. 11-9 Western Nebraska here in the second set after taking the first set 25-21. Novak deep with it to Pfister. Cole, far side, Russick, and it was touched by Western Nebraska. Point will go to McCook on the Russick kill.
Called out of bounds.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's see. First, there was a touch called, and the official overruled, I think. So we're going to have the challenge now by McCook, and I thought I saw a little deflection, but that's just speed of reality. And now we'll have another check here on this one. So a challenge by McCook. Already Western Nebraska had a challenge overturned, so they lost that challenge. Monument Physical Therapy understands one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. For the past 28 years, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to the Panhandle. They're the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. Hersted Monument Company has been serving the Valley for over 100 years. They're hoping to bring you the broadcast today. Independent Plumbing and Heating has been servicing the western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. The Dugout invites you to check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff. You can register online at info@thedugoutsb.com. And Ryan Welding sells PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Second challenge we've had today. Western Nebraska turned down on theirs. McCook waiting to see. Originally, ball was called off hands. Then it was overruled to say out. And so the challenge results from Coach Haley Kobza. Believe she's been a McCook now for about 10 years. Had a nice run down there for the Indians of McCook College. Casper comes in Tuesday night. Western Nebraska seeing if they can turn things around. They lost in 5 sets. The fifth one went 15-10 at Casper on the 2nd of September. That was in that midst of the season opening losing streak as Western Nebraska going against a formidable early season challenge. 3-time defending national champ Florida Southwestern, just one of the teams that was headlining the opposition Western Nebraska saw. Well, the official is going to finish looking at the video. Then he talks to the scoreboard, and it's overturned. So Western Nebraska will get the point. It's Novak who will be back to serve again. So that'll make it 12-9. Both teams have had their challenge overturned. So ready to play again. 12-9 Western Nebraska. Deep with it, Pfister under it. Cole in the middle, puts the short set to Young, and she puts it down. So McCook immediately answers and makes it 12-10. And it will be Young back to serve, but we're first going to have a sub come in for McCook here. It'll be McNair. She'll be in the front line as one of the setters. Young barely clears. It'll be an overpass, and McCook puts it down. Young gets the kill and draws McCook within 1 at 12-11. That was a great serve. Tough one to handle. Young barely clearing the net with a lob there. This one has a little more on it. Cruz under it. Back to Cruz, left side, off hands, and that'll be a point. Western Nebraska. 13-11. Western Nebraska back up by 2. This one's been tight all the way. So Cruz serving now. Had an error and a point the first time. This one safely in. Pfister. Nelson has to save it over on the side. A big swing and out by Landry McNair as it missed badly on the back line. So 14-11, Western Nebraska leading. 25-21, Western Nebraska in the first set. Cruz, Nelson not handled well, long run for Mulholland. A free ball now by McCook's McNair. Right at the net, set up in the middle. It wasn't a good one, but a great athletic play by Celada on the right side. Got it across, and then McCook battered it around 4 times before the whistle sounded. So 15-11. Western Nebraska leading by 4 midway through the set. Haley Kabza up to wonder about whether Western Nebraska got into the net on that play or not. We've already had a challenge by each team here in the second set. Conversation over. Cruz will be ready to serve again for Western Nebraska. Well, I say that, and then the floor official goes over to continue his conversation with Copsa. Not a heated conversation, just going on for a while. Now we have the whistle for Cruz to serve. 15-11, Western Nebraska's second set, up 1-0. Cruz deep, and it's an ace. Handcuffed Pfister, and Western Nebraska leads 16-11. Last night, not a terrible amount of aces for Western Nebraska, but they had so many that turned. Again, they're targeting her. Mulholland back set. That's McNair across. Cruz under it. Novak back set. Celotta rolls it to the near side, covered by McCook. Set it up. Pfister didn't get it across. It hit the net and fell back. So 18-12, Western Nebraska. We're in the second set. And looks like we're going to have Richardson report for Pfister. Richardson came in late and served in the first set. This will be her first time in, really as a defensive player in the back row. 18-12, Western Nebraska. Braithwaite serves. New player Richardson under it. Brought back into play. McNair over with it, but not a lot on it. Here is Novak near side, blocked back, but it was saved off the Gabriel swing. Gabriel tries again, doesn't get hands, and it'll be a point for McCook. So 18-13 as McCook gets the point. And it's the always dangerous Leah Young back to serve. Had a point earlier, but it's just she's had some very difficult serves. Western's handled them. Novak sets it in the middle, blocked back. Kept alive by Northern. Cruz will free ball it deep. Here's McCook on the attack in the middle and missed timing on the play. Starkey Baum was coming down as the ball was going up, and Western Nebraska leads it 19-13. Hergenrader to serve. Side out earlier, but Hergenrader had 3 points, 2 errors in the first one. Barely clears. Richardson under it. Back set, McNair off hands. Western saves it. It'll be put down by Western Nebraska's Nadia Northern, and they're the first to 20. 20-13, Western Nebraska in the second set. They lead it 1-0. Hergenrader whistles it deep. Nelson under it. Mulholland, long run. Richardson. Gonzalez Orozco under it. Back row attack. Cruz, but Nelson is there for McCook. Richardson again off hands. Hergenrader saves it. Dump doesn't go down. Blocked back. We're going to have a net violation against Western Nebraska that time. So the point to McCook. It's 20-14. McCook serving down by half a dozen, and Cole comes back in. The Perkins County High grad out of Grant, Nebraska, had a side out earlier in this one, her first service attempt. Gabriel under it, back set, slide, blocked back, covered by Western Nebraska, dumped down but saved off of the McCook attack. Now a free ball by Western Nebraska as they're just scrambling. Here's Young, overpass. Here's another overpass, and Western Nebraska catches the back line as we had back-to-back overpasses there. And Western Nebraska ultimately ends up with the point, 21-14 after the side out. Couple of improbable saves by both teams. There were like 2 or 3 in a row by Western Nebraska. Gabriel across, Nelson under it. Cole sets far side, Young, and that'll be a kill. Young got it off hands at the top and off hands at the back row. 21-15 as McCook back to within half a dozen again. Richardson will serve. hasn't served in this set. Did in the first one. It's a good one, but Gabriel under it. Set it up, tipped over by Gabriel, and a diving attempt by Cole, not in time. Western Nebraska has 22 points up now, 22-15. Gonzalez Orozco to serve now. 1 point in the set so far. Nelson under it. Far side, blocked back off the Russick swing. McCook covers it. They'll set it to Young. She puts it in the middle, and nobody goes for it for Western Nebraska. Hergen Rader and Gabriel both watch it fall untouched. 22-16. Nelson to serve now with a point already in the set for McCook. Jumps, barely clears, but it's covered by Cruz. Back to Cruz, blocked back. Cruz trying to keep it alive, kicked it. It went in the net, but it did not ricochet to a teammate, and McCook has the point. So 22-17. We're going to have a timeout taken by Western Nebraska in the second set. Western Nebraska up by 5, 22-17. They lead 1-0 on the Westco scoreboard. Westco, service, solutions, success. Couple of good rallies by both teams here. Some great saves on balls that looked like they would result in a point for the other team, and somehow rescuing it. Western Nebraska still ahead. It's 22-17, but McCook, just you get the sense of a team that just isn't going to go away. Haley Cope's an excellent coach for McCook over the years, and proving again that maybe the record not what she wants it to be, but they've still been playing hard and in most matches. Nelson ready after the timeout to serve again. Deep with it, Gabriel. Novak will set Cruz, and she will power that one down. 23-17, Western Nebraska. Novak, 3 points earlier in this set. Deep with it to Nelson. Left side, that'll be Russick terminating. Charlie Russick can get off the floor. She makes it 23-18. So now we're going to have Moeller to serve. Moeller served early. This one covered. Cruz rolls it in the middle. McCook's there. Nelson bumps it. Russick rolls it across. Cruz diving save. Back row attack is long. Northern didn't get on top of that one, and it's 23-19. So McCook trying to rally back here. Western Nebraska needs 2 points to take a 2-0 lead. Moeller across with it to Gonzalez Orozco. Cruz, and it's off hands and down for the point. So it's set point, Western Nebraska.
Fans, on your feet, let's make some noise. Back to serve number 2, Danny Cruz.
Cruz will be serving. Ace, an error, and 4 points so far just in this set. Tosses it high. It's a good one. Nelson gets under it, however. Here's the ball tipped over by McNair. McNair brings it right back. Novak, short set in the middle, Braithwaite, but Richardson is under it for McCook. Russick, and she'll get it in as she goes cross court with a huge smash and makes it 24-20. Western Nebraska not able to put them away here so far.
Set point for your Lady Cougars. Let's make some noise!
24-20 with Swanson serving for McCook. Error last time back there. This one safely across. Cruz under it. Set it near side. Hit hard by Gabriel. Covered. It'll be a free ball by McCook. Nelson way back there puts it over to Cruz. Novak will set Celada off hands. And we're going to have a net violation here against McCook. And that will end the second set. So Western Nebraska jumps out 2-0. A 25-20 second set victory after 25-21 in the first set.
Make sure to visit Buddy's Books and Bistro for all the latest Cougar gifts and apparel.
In that second set, only 6 service points for McCook. No aces, no errors. For Western Nebraska, looks like they had 11 service points, 1 ace, and 1 error. Looking at kills, Russick coming off the bench had 6 for McCook. Mueller had 4, and Young had 2 for Western Nebraska. Again, it was Cruz with half a dozen, equaling what she had in the first set. Gabriel had 4, Celada had 3, and Northern had 1 in that set. So Western Nebraska really controlling things late again, and then a surge by McCook brought them back into it, but Western Nebraska enough to outlast McCook. 2 that have definitely not been runaways, 25-21 and 25-20, but still with the lead as we go to the third set now. Western Nebraska. I can look at anything else here on that stat that we need to really look at, but looking at service points for Western Nebraska, Cruz has 6, Hergenrader has 4, Braithwaite has 4, Novak has 5, Gonzalez Orozco 1, and Gabriel with 2. For McCook, again, not a lot of service points in this one. Young does have 4 points, as does Moeller. And Nelson has 5, Swanson 1, and that's it for them. So they've concentrated them amongst 4 different players right now. It'll be Cole to serve. She's been in since midway in that second set for McCook. Freshman out of Grant. Again, McCook started 7 freshmen today. Western Nebraska 3. Cole slaps it across to Gabriel. Novak will set it. Cruz blocked back, but it's out. Emphatic block, but it ricocheted out, and Western Nebraska has the 1-0 lead.
Side out serving number 10, Natalia Novak.
Novak to serve. 2 points in the first, 3 in the second. Deep with it. It's an overpass. It'll be put down. Not as emphatic as Cruz would have helped as it hit the top of the tape and then kind of ricocheted up in the air, giving McCook a little hang time to get there, but back row couldn't, and it's 2-0. Western Nebraska. Shanked to the side, but rescued. Now a free ball across by Moeller. Novak will come near side. Salata gets it through the block. Point Western Nebraska. It's 3-0. Already up 2-0. Novak trying to get her team to just run away and hide on this one. Clears again. Short set in the middle across, but saved by Western Nebraska. Cruz off hands. Nelson under it for McCook. Cole near side. Richardson off hands. Rescued by Western Nebraska. Free ball by Cruz. McCook sets it up. Backside, Young tips it across and gets it down as Western deflected it. No teammate could get there, and it's 3-1. Western Nebraska leading. Richardson quickly back to serve here for the Lady Indians of McCook College. Their next action against rival North Platte next Wednesday in North Platte. Not handled well, brought back into play. Cruz will just have to free ball it across. McCook, here's the back set, and it'll be put down. What a swing by Young, or Moeller it was that time. Wow. Moeller makes it 3-2. Richardson with her first point in service here. Trying to tie it up. Gabriel underneath. Novak. Cruz rolls it in the middle, but Cole is there for McCook. Backside, that's Russick. Covered by Western, but not well. They'll have to free ball this one. Gabriel gets it across. Back set, ball tipped into the middle. Salata is there for Western Nebraska. Cruz through the double block of Moeller and Young, and Western Nebraska's lead is now 4-2. Cruz to serve. Western Nebraska will host Casper Tuesday. As I said, McCook will be in North Platte on Wednesday. That one's a conference affair. Richardson over the net with that one. It went outside the antenna, so Cruz will get an ace. And it's 5-2. That will be the 5th ace for Western Nebraska here in this match. Cruz readies herself. Nelson under it. Cole near side. Russick, but under it is Cruz. Backside. Salata rolls it in the middle for the point. I should say middle, but she was actually aiming it toward the left side. Nobody from McCook could get there in time, and it's 6-2. Western Nebraska. Western Nebraska 5-16, McCook 7-11, but both 3-1 in the conference. Nelson gets under this one. Cole will set it near side Russick, but she hits it into the net. Hitting error makes it 7-2, Western Nebraska. Novak had a couple of points, and Richardson one for McCook, and now Cruz with 3 points. And Danny Cruz, a sophomore out of Guadalajara, Mexico, attempts another one. It's a good one. Nelson handles it well. Back set. That'll be Moeller and goes off hands for the point. McCook gets the point. Trails 7-3, but has the serve back. Leah Young comes out of Amarillo, Texas. Jumps it across. Gonzalez Orozco under it. Short set in the middle. Braithwaite, but it's covered deep by Young. Give it off. Russick off hands. Western Nebraska deflects it. Now they'll have to free ball this one across. McCook will attack. Cole short set in the middle. Blocked back off the Starkey bomb swing. Another big swing by McCook is kept alive. Here's Salata, but she hits it into the net. McCook gets the point. and trail 7-4. Young with a total of 4 service points coming into this set, now has 5. Gonzalez Orozco, Novak, Gabriel blocked back, covered by Gonzalez Orozco. Cruz back line, the 10-foot attack goes through the block by Starkey Baum, and Western Nebraska doubles the lead now at 8-4. Braithwaite will be serving for Western Nebraska in the third set. Lady Cougars lead the Lady Indians 2-0 at this point, but both very close sets. Russick under it. Give it back to Russick, and she will find the floor on that one. 8-5. McCook trailing, but they're serving. Moeller to serve. Freshman puts it deep. Cruz under it. Short set in the middle, and it will be put down by Northern. 9-5 on the quick side out there. It's one thing we've been trying to pay a little more attention to in that first set. Western Nebraska sided out at 63%. McCook at 54. Second, 70 for Western Nebraska, 56 for McCook. Official checking with the scoreboard on the far side, so Emma Hergenrader having to wait as she came in to serve for Western Nebraska. Yeah, they're adjusting the scoreboard. Now they adjusted it to 10-5 Western Nebraska. So 10-5 on the board. And Hergenrader hits it in the net. So it'll be 10-6. Western Nebraska still with the lead, but McCook hanging tough. Swanson reports in to serve. 5'9" freshman out of Severance. That brought Fatima Balza up asking about, I think the scoreboard changed there just to make sure everything was right. Had a lot of conversations going on over there today. Chuck Swartz with you in the Logos broadcast booth on KOLT 690 and on 101.7, and of course streamed KOLT690.com. Service error by Swanson, so we've had back-to-back errors, both teams. I'm hesitating because they have now changed the score back to 10-6, which is quite frankly what I thought it was anyway. So 10-6, serve across, taken deep by Russick, tipped across, diving save, Western Nebraska. Davis is in, she has it. Hergenrader across with it, right at the net. It'll be punched deep, but out by McCook. That was Starkey Baum trying for a rescue there, but could not get it. And now it is 11-6. They had given Western Nebraska an extra point. I didn't think they were supposed to have it. Gabriel is serving now, and it's a good one. Covered. Near side Richardson. Gonzalez Orozco under it. Far side, Cruz zips that one down. 12-6, Western Nebraska. Gabriel with her team leading 12-6, barely across with it. Russick under it. Richardson left side through hands. Novak and Northern got hands on it, but then in turning around could not spot it in time. McCook has the point, and it's 12-7. Nelson to serve. Brooke Nelson, 5'4" freshman, Berthoud, Colorado, the libero for this squad. Hergenrader under it. Back set, slide, blocked back. Hit on over by Hergenrader. McCook will take a short set, and it'll be through the block for the point. And again, that will be Leah Young. 12-8. McCook the last couple of points. Nelson to see if she can get a little run going here for the Lady Indians. Gabriel under it. Novak far side. Davison blocked back. McCook does have a run going. It's 12-9.
Young for a McCook point.
Couple of points for McCook's Nelson on serve, plus that side out has given them 3 in a row to go from down 12-6 to now 12-9. We had a rotation error, and it will be on Western Nebraska, I think. It's kind of touchy. You have to have a foot outside if you read the rule book if you're in the rotation, and Western Nebraska apparently didn't. So Nelson will get a point there. It's 12-10, and a net serve across. It falls in, and all of a sudden it's down to a 1-point lead for Western Nebraska at 12-11. Nelson had 25 aces coming into today. Doesn't have any, but boy, she's had some tough serves. Gabriel under it, dump across, blocked back by Richardson. Gonzalez Orozco gives it to Davison. It's covered by McCook. Richardson again. Diving save by Hergenrader, but nobody can get there, and we are tied at 12. First tie we've had in the third set. We had 6 in that first one, and we are going to have a timeout taken by Western Nebraska. We're in the third set, tied up at 12. Western Nebraska took the first 2 on the Wesco scoreboard. McCook has come roaring back and has tied it up at 12. And that included getting a scoreboard error taken care of, as a point had been inadvertently given to Western Nebraska. I was frantically looking back through my score sheet to see where I was wrong, but it was even Coach Fatima Balza who got up and went over to the official and said, "You better check the scorebook." And it ended up taking a point away from Western Nebraska. Here's Nelson after the timeout to see if she can keep the run going. She served 5 straight points, and that's tied it up at 12 here in the third set. Deep to Hergenrader. Dump, not down. Novak, good idea there. Here's Richardson. Hergenrader, an overpass. Richardson puts it down, and McCook has taken the lead at 12-13. That's the first lead change we've had in this set. 6 straight points by Nelson, and the timeout didn't jinx her. Hergenrader under it. Not a good one. It'll be free ball by Gabriel. Nelson. Mulholland. Richardson. Pancake doesn't work for Gabriel. And McCook up 14-12 here in the third set. They trailed 12-6 before a side out, and then 7 straight points by Nelson. This time it's Gabriel under it. Novak short set in the middle. Northern covered by Cole. Richardson again rolls it in the middle. Hergenrader is there. Dump. It's an overpass. Western will be on the attack here. Novak gives it to Davison off hands for the first kill she has in the match. 14-13, however. McCook leading, and Gonzalez Orozco back to serve. Western Nebraska trying to get a sweep, but McCook fighting desperately here to get to a fourth set. Gonzalez Orozco to Richardson. Mulholland, back set. McNair, nice dig by Hergenrader. Back row attack. Gabriel misses long, and it's a 2-point lead for McCook at 15-13 as they get the side out. Reporting in is Cole again. Cole looking for her first point. Came in the second set to serve. Tosses it up. Back to Hergenrader. Set left side. Davison off hands. Cole sets it on the back side, and that'll be a huge swing for Shayna Moeller. And it's 16-13, McCook leading. 3-point lead. McCook needing to win this one. Gabriel's under it. Novak will go to Davidson again, rolls it in the middle. It'll be down. Saved momentarily by Cole. Nobody else can get there. And Western Nebraska down by 2 after getting the point. It's 16-14. Novak to serve. Couple of points first time back there in this set. Nelson under it. Cole will come near side. Young gets it through the block. And McCook has the point. Leading it 17-14. Richardson, who's come off the bench and has done a nice job for this team. Not only on the front line, but serving. Barely clears the net. Gabriel's with it. Novak short set. Braithwaite off hands. Yeah, that was off hands anyway. And it's a point, Western Nebraska. 17-15, though. McCook with the lead. Cruz an ace and 3 points last time. See if she can duplicate that here with that high jump top spin serve. Nope, it'll miss long. And the error will make it 18-15 McCook. Leah Young trying for her second point here in this set. Gonzalez Orozco under it, back Celada. It's brought back but covered. Celada will try again, and that one hit the antenna on the block. That hit the block, I thought. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge because that ball didn't hit on Celada. It was McCook's block that hit. So we'll have another challenge. Wow. That one happened close to me. Most of the time I'm screened off here setting it courtside, but it sure looked like that one got by the antenna clean, and it was on the way back that the antenna started to move. But we'll see. The video replay will be much more conclusive than I will be. Again, Tuesday night, Casper comes in, 6 o'clock, 5:45 for the pregame. Wednesday, it'll be McCook at North Platte, rival of two schools in the same Mid-Plains Community College area. A lot of rivalry there between the two teams, and it usually turns into hotly contested matches, whatever the sport is. That'll be Wednesday night. I don't believe McCook has any radio coverage on the road, but any of their fans listening in can certainly check on that and find out for sure. Quick Care Medical Services in Scotts Bluff for all of life's little emergencies. You have a choice when it comes to your health care, and at Quick Care Health Walk-In Clinic, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scotts Bluff. And Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all of your quality automotive repair needs. Independent Plumbing and Heating has been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. And Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh, is at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Chuck Swartz with you on KOLT 690 AM and 101.7 FM. It's also streamed on KOLT690.com and on the Western Nebraska Community College stream that has the video accompanying it. So glad to have you along wherever it is. Good match here, particularly in this third set. McCook leading it 18-15, maybe 19-15. Depends if the challenge will be overturned. Both teams has lost a challenge so far. So this would be the final one for Western Nebraska if it's overturned. Or actually, I should say if they're green card challenge is overturned. If the call stands, Western Nebraska will lose their second challenge here in this match against McCook. Western Nebraska right now with Fatima Balza in 1 year is 3-0 against McCook, winning both home and away in the regular season and then winning in the Region 9 tournament at Laramie County Community College in Cheyenne last year, which kept them alive. So the officials communicating by their wireless headsets, and it will go in favor of Western Nebraska. I was vindicated. What do you know? It did hit on the block, not on the swing. So it should revert back. They have 15-19 up there, Western Nebraska McCook right now. So it should go to 16-18 Western Nebraska, but they have not changed the scoreboard as of yet. The floor official was down talking to the McCook bench and has not gotten with the scoreboard operator yet to change the score. He's still staring up, and now they get it changed. So 16 for Western Nebraska, 18 for McCook. Braithwaite serving as we get into the final third of regular play here in the third set. Back set, Young tips it across. A lot of diving save. Here's Gabriel. She'll put it over, but it's saved. It's an overpass. Somehow a great save by McCook. Richardson gets the kill from behind the back row. What a recovery there by McCook. So 19-16. And Moeller to serve for McCook here. Across with it. Western will have Novak set it up. That's Gabriel, and she'll get the kill. Gabriel makes it 19-17, McCook on top. And Hergenrader will come in to serve for Western Nebraska. Hergenrader, an error earlier in this set. She has a total of 3. She does have 4 service points to her credit today. Back to serve for Western Nebraska, down 2. Pauses, ready, launches it deep. Nelson doesn't handle it well. Long run by Russick. Free ball across by Richardson. Western on the attack. Punch deep, but we're going to have a net violation against Western Nebraska. Northern got into the net after hitting that one, and the first to 20 is McCook at 20-17. Pfister, who started and played a lot in the first set, has now come in mainly in a serving role. She's back to serve. First time here in this set. 20-17, McCook leading it. It's into the net. Back-to-back errors, both teams. McCook continues to lead, but now it's 20-18. Gabriel to serve. Down 2. Pauses, puts it deep. Overpass, Northern puts this one down. Again, doesn't count as an ace, but it just about as effective as long as your front liner takes care of the overpass as expected. Trying for the tie, which would be only our second of this set. Nelson, and we're going to have a net violation on McCook this time. We are tied at 20. Second tie we've had in this third set, 20-20. Western took the first 2 fairly close, 25-21, 25-20. Gabriel across with it to Nelson again. Mulhanden across, blocked right back off the Starkey bomb hit. Now Richardson across with it, but Cruz is under it. Back set, Hergenrader hits it into the net, and it's 21-20, McCook on top. Back and forth affair here recently, and it's Nelson to serve. Boy, was she good earlier. 7 points in a row to take her team from a huge deficit. Gabriel under it. Novak, not a good set. Free ball across, so McCook attacking here. It'll be Richardson right at the 10-foot line. Gonzalez Orozco there, but it was an overpass, and it's going to be put down by McCook's Leia Young, but we're going to have a net violation now on McCook. That'll tie it at 21 all. Looked like McCook had the point, and all of a sudden Gonzalez Orozco will be serving, trying for the lead for Western Nebraska here in the third set. That could be a sweep. Net serve across, handled nice by Russick. Tipped across, but Cruz underneath it. Back set into the net. Another hitting error by Western Nebraska. Gabriel hit it in the net this time, and McCook leads it 22-21. And Cole in to serve. Had a point last time, which gave her team a 3-point lead at the time, 16-13. Gonzalez Orozco under it. Set goes far side. Cruz gets it in on the back line, and we're tied at 22.
Side out.
Nobody running away late in this one, and it's Novak again to serve. Novak, nice one. Nelson gets under it. It'll be tipped on across by Moeller, but Western covers. Celada, it's into the net. McCook can't play it out as Celada hit it deep. It went off Russick out of bounds, or off of her hands into the net, but nobody for McCook home, and McCook will take timeout with Western Nebraska leading it now 23-22 on the Wesco scoreboard. (23-22). Novak to serve following the timeout. Lofts it deep. Nelson under it. Richardson punches it off. Free ball by Moeller. Here's the set going left side. Cruz through the block, and it's set and match point.
All right, set and match point for your Lady Cougars.
24-22, Western Nebraska. McCook's been hanging tough in every set. Can they do it again? Oh, near ace, but it'll be saved back by McCook. Moeller free balls. Here's Novak, near side. Celada stuffed back. Richardson and Young were there for the stuff, and that makes it 24-23. Richardson serving has no margin of error here. Needs to get it in. And she doesn't. The error gives Western Nebraska the set, 25-23. Boy, it was tight all the way. In fact, the fourth tie was at 22 all. This ball game had 2 lead changes, as did the first and second sets also. Well, it's Western Nebraska improving to 6-16. McCook falls 7-11. Western Nebraska 4-1 in the conference. McCook 3-2. We'll talk on that much more as we get back here.
Thank you all for attending this afternoon's game. Please travel safely to your final destination. We hope to see you back here in the Cougar Palace soon. Have a great rest of the day. And just a reminder, only players and coaches on the floor after the game. Again, only players and coaches on the floor after the game. We appreciate your cooperation.
Western Nebraska picks up the victory. They were all tight, 25-21, 25-20, 25-23. Waiting for the final stats, so we'll have that coming up here in just a bit. Welcome back, Western Nebraska. 3 hard-fought set victories against McCook. It'll go in the books as a sweep, but boy, they were all tough. 25-21, 25-20, 25-23. Western Nebraska gave up 7 consecutive service points to Brooke Nelson as McCook went from down 12-6 to up 14-12 before a side out made it 14-13. It stayed tight after that. 2 and 3 point advantages most of the way, the rest of the way, but down to 0 and 1. We were tied at 20, 21, and 22 before Novak got a couple of service points, and then Richardson with an error for McCook to end it in the set. In that third set for Western Nebraska, Novak had 4 points, Gabriel had 4, Cruz had 3 for a total of 11 in the set. For McCook, they had Nelson with 7, Richardson with 1, Cole with 1, and Young with 1 for a total of 10. No aces, 3 errors for McCook in that set, 1 ace, 2 errors for Western Nebraska. We'll look at match totals when we come back on the Runza Postgame Show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, Alliance, and Chadron.
Thank you.
Let's look at some of the stats in the match for McCook and Western Nebraska. In kills for McCook, Russick ended up with 8. Young had 6. Moeller led with 10. Richardson, coming off the bench, had 6. 1 for Swanson, 1 for McNair, and 1 for Starkey Baum. For Western Nebraska, Danny Cruz had 18 to lead. 9 for Gabriel, 9 for Zelada, 6 for Northern, 2 for Braithwaite, and 2 for Davison, again coming in that third set and providing some offense. For McCook in serving, looks like Shanna Muller had an ace. Brooke Nelson had 2, but errors. Swanson had 2. Richardson had 2. McNair had 2. And Pfister had 1. Service aces. That was Muller with the 1 and Swanson, or Nelson it was, with the 2. While Western Nebraska spread their service aces around. Danny Cruz had 2, and then it was 1 each. Hergenrader, Braithwaite, Novak, and Gabriel for Western Nebraska. So that kind of gets you the match totals. Western Nebraska doing a good job siding out again. If your goal is 65%, Western was 63 in the first, 70 in the second, 58 in the third. McCook very consistent at 54, 56, and 54% for them. Again, McCook falls to 7-12 on the year. They are now 3-2 in the conference. Western Nebraska 4-1 in the conference, and 6-16. Their third 2-match winning streak they've had this year after starting with 10 straight losses on the road in every instance. Some of those neutral floor, but some on home courts, and all against very, very good teams. So Western Nebraska trying to get things turned around here in the second half of the season. They will be hosting the Region 9 tournament in early November, and if they can just keep taking care of business here in the South, they can easily end up with the number 2 seed. But I say easily, but that's if they take care of business. Final thoughts after this. One final stat to bring you. McCook came in. I had mentioned briefly during the broadcast they led in about all the statistical categories. They had more kills per set, more assists per set, more aces per set, more blocks per set, better hitting percentage. The only category Western led in was in digs. But in looking at blocks, McCook had 1 solo block, Starkey Bomb, and then they had Leia Young with 3 block assists. Moeller had a block assist, as did Pfister and McNair. For Western Nebraska, Braithwaite and Northern each had a stuff block, and block assists went to Braithwaite and Zelada with 2 each. So Western Nebraska in kills led 46-38. Hitting .321, second match in a row they've been over 300. Yesterday, .391 for a season high. McCook hit .277. So both teams hit better than they had coming in, but Western Nebraska for the second straight day picking up the victory with a better hitting percentage being a big part of that. It's going to take care of it from the Cougar Palace. Western Nebraska improving to 6-16. McCook falls 7-12. Western Nebraska now sole second place in the conference as they win it over McCook 25-21, 25-20, 25-23. Chuck Swartz wishing you a good afternoon.